Hi folks, Pete here from Latching Cars. Today, showing you around a 2008 Mercedes c220 CDI Sport Estate. So, c220 means it's a 2-litre diesel, but it's the mid-range power 2-litre diesel. This is, I think, about 180 horsepower off the top of my head. 174 possibly. Well, we'll fact check it later for you and put it on the advert, but it's fairly powerful. Rear wheel drive, automatic. Obviously it's a sport trim as well, this car is, so it's got the nicer wheels on it. It's got the nicer interior, full leather. And obviously being the estate, it's a lot more practical. But not just that, I actually think the estate version of these cars actually looks nicer than the saloon. They're one of those cars that really does suit this shape, with the long sweeping roofline. Unmistakably a Mercedes. Obviously you've got the big chrome grille there at the front, and the car has got a real excellent quality feel to it. I've actually had a few of these models myself, what they call a W204 model. It's just a very, very nice car. Inside there's just plenty of space. It feels solid, plenty of power in it, and if you're looking for a car in this sort of category, I think it's aged very gracefully. I mean, this 2008 car now is 14 years old, but I don't think it looks 14 years old. It's kind of one of those cars where you could easily put a cheap private registration on it and it'll look quite fresh still with its styling. So without further ado, I'll show you some of the features of the car. Just quickly take you around this side of it. As you can probably tell from the video and hopefully the photos, if you've seen our advert, you will find that it's in very, very good condition indeed. There's not really any marks on this car that I can show you that sort of stand out at all. Obviously there will be the odd light stone chip here and there, but nothing that really sort of stands out at all on it. Alloy wheels are in good nick as well. They're not horrendously big on these models, and that means that the ride comfort is actually quite good despite the sport suspension on this particular model. We have got the rear parking sensors on it as well. Just come down this side of the car and I'll show you inside. So just showing you the front first off. Full leather interior on this car. I'll just pan out a little bit so you get a better view of it. We've got a little bit of a mix of wood, leather, and a tiny bit of carbon fibre trim in there as well. So I think it all comes together very nicely, and I like the fact there's a few different colours going on in here. It sort of lifts the interior for me. It's a little bit brighter than your average C-Class, this particular car is. And when I come into the back here, a generous amount of space in it. And, you know, if you're familiar with sort of BMWs and Audi, I would say the Merc is certainly a little bit better, I think, than the equivalent Beamer in the back. It just feels a little bit more comfortable. The seats are very comfy on these particular models as well. It's a great car for a family to do long distances in. Let's just have a quick look at the boot. And one thing on the boot on this particular one is it's electric, so I just touch the button by there and I let the car do it for me. There's a huge boot in the Merc. It's got a nice wide opening. It's a nice flat load area. There is no lip here whatsoever. It goes straight in, and not much wheel arch intrusion as well. It's quite a square space, this. I've also got the, as you can see, the parcel shelf there, which has got a built-in dog guard from new on it. So you can actually just clip up a little frame there, which comes out, it pulls out right here. Clips into the roof lining. And it sort of works as a dog guard as well as a parcel shelf, which is quite good. But yeah, I personally think this is a nice big space, plenty of latching points in it as well. So ideal for you if you've got a family, or indeed if you have got a dog. Press the button by here. How about that for a pose? It closes up as well. So, like everything on a Merc, typical of this brand, everything on this car works as it order. And let's just jump in behind the wheel. We can take a quick look. So as you can hopefully see, nice clear dashboard in front of me. It's a nice traditional looking dash on the Merc. Pretty much what you expect with a brand, really. We've got separate controls for the passenger and the driver for the heating. We've got a decent array of buttons here, but they're all very well laid out and very easy to use. And a CD stereo. It has got Bluetooth as well on it, and this particular one has got a little screen that pops up by here, so I can sort of use that to go through the stations and bits like that. Let's just turn that down a second. I haven't tuned it in even. But yeah, I've been using my phone through this car today and it all works very well. I do like the fact that it's two-tone, as I said earlier. I think the fact that it's got this nice chrome strip and the two colours, that works very well in this interior for me. The lighter wood, I think, does look good as well. Gives the car a warming, sort of reassuring feel. As you can see, my phone's just connected up there. Hopefully that won't knock the video off. But what I will do is I'll start the car up quickly. As you can see, the mileage on it is 123,000. All the gauges are where they should be. There's no warning lights on the car at all. I'll give it a quick rev for you. Picks up very nicely. Engine feels smooth. Gears on this particular car feel like excellently smooth. If I pan out a little bit, you can see that my wheel has actually got paddles on it as well. We've got the 6-speed automatic transmission in this car, and it has got the steering wheel mounted paddles as well, just so you can get those manual changes in if you wish to. We've got a dedicated sport mode on the gearbox as well as a dedicated manual. But yeah, nice layout in the car. It's just very well done, to be honest with you, and typical of the brand really. I've owned many Mercedes cars myself over the years, and you never get fed up really of this sort of quality inside. You just know where you are with a Mercedes-Benz, and they do, you know, it sounds cliched, it sounds like I'm just sort of stating the obvious maybe, but they do a huge mileage, these cars. They're really strong, and they're built to do 300, 400,000 miles. I've had friends do 500,000 miles in them before as taxis. So with 123,000 miles on the clock, you know, you're buying a car that's barely run in. Many cars at 123,000 feel like a bag of nails. This one feels tight, feels strong still. So in my opinion, a used Mercedes like this just represents really good value for money in this price range. You know, you might get a newer car, a year or two newer, by buying a cheaper brand, but you're not getting a better car. Just because it says a couple of years newer on the reg plate, that does not mean that you're buying a car that's going to last longer. Buy a slightly older, well looked after Mercedes, or BM, or Audi, or something Japanese. Those cars will last you a lifetime, and in my opinion they will keep on because they're well styled. They don't tend to age like other cars as well. So that's my views on it, but you can obviously let me know in the comments what yours are. In the meantime, if you're in the market for a Mercedes estate, you would definitely want to consider this one. So you can get in touch with me on 079 32 873 646. We're happy to take part exchange. We're happy to arrange delivery anywhere in the UK. The car's going to be fully workshop inspected prior to sale. My number one more time, 079 32 873 646. Please guys, give us a like, share, subscribe to our channel. If you've come this far on this video, then subscribe and you'll see more videos like this and more car buying advice. I hope it can be of help to you. And thanks very much for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.